Last night on MasterChef Australia,
You need to create that comeback of the century.
6 eliminated contestants battled it out in the invention test.
I'm here to get a place in the house.
And Jimmy, Peter and Courtney all secured a place back in the competition.
And I say, bring it on.
Tonight, the top 10 amateurs face a celebrity chef challenge.
Wow, how life can change in a couple of days.
Who can outcook award-winning chef Mitchell Orr at his own signature dish?
This is not going to be a walk in the park.
With immunity up for grabs, the stakes are higher than ever before.
If I was you, I'd be worried.
Feels a little bit strange being back in the house. It's like being in someone else's house. You feel a little bit like, oh, do I need to ask about opening the cereal? And you're in someone else's fridge. It doesn't quite feel like home just yet, but they'll come around.
I think the whole dynamic of this competition's changed by what happened yesterday. I think the top 7 probably felt like we were this lead pack of a marathon, sort of getting our way, and now there's 3 sprinters that have joined at the last few hundred metres. We can't complain about it, we've just got to find another gear and try and cross that finish line.
You could look at it, you know, like they've had an advantage by being home, but I reckon we've had a bigger advantage by being here.
Look at the things that we've done.
We're all in our chef whites. We think we're going to be facing a celebrity chef. No one has any idea, so it's into the cars and off to the kitchen to see what's ahead of us today.
Walking in the kitchen this morning, it feels good. I'm a lot more relaxed this time round. I'm ready to cook. I came here to cook, and I can't wait to see what we're doing today.
Welcome back to the MasterChef Kitchen. Peter, Jimmy, Courtney, welcome home. Yesterday, you won your right to be back here by coming through 2 tough days of challenges.
The challenge today, for all of you, is the Celebrity Chef Challenge. All of you, including the celebrity chef, will be cooking the same dish. The judges will taste all of those dishes, and the best one will win. The prize that you could win today is that all-important immunity.
The thing about getting the immunity pin now is that it almost guarantees that you'll get straight into the finals week.
The man you're up against has worked at Sepia Restaurant. He's been cooking professionally for 10 years. He's only 26 years of age. Please welcome to the MasterChef Kitchen, Mitchell Orr.
I'm Mitchell Orr. I am the Josephine Pinelli Young Chef of the Year for 2010. My philosophy on food is based in Italian traditions and flavours, and while respecting those traditions, not being bound by them and being able to have a little bit of fun. To give yourself the best chance of being a success, you just got to believe in yourself and work hard. How you going, everyone?
Hey, how you doing?
See Mitchell Orr walk into the kitchen, he's looking at 10 of us thinking, you guys stand no chance of making my dish.
Guys, because it's the blind tasting, we aren't allowed the pleasure of watching you cook. That means we'll have to go and wait in the restaurant for your attempts to beat young Mitchell Orr. Good luck.
So time to find out which one of Mitchell's signature dishes he's brought in for all of you to cook.
dish we're all going to be cooking today is risotto of saffron, bone marrow, prawn and licorice.
It just looks like a piece of art.
First thing I think is, this dish is the curse of MasterChef. Not one risotto has been cooked beautifully in this competition.
Okay, so the star of the show is the saffron and bone marrow risotto. Really traditional, old school, done for thousands of years. Licorice powder, a sheet of prawn crudo, raw prawns, and a prawn reduction, and then flowers and herbs for aromatics and freshness.
Going up to taste, I realised how many little intricacies are on this plate. A really beautiful balance of saffron and slight cheesiness. There is a lot to this. This is not going to be a walk in the park.
Tasting the dish, all the flavours work well together, but not flavours that I commonly cook with.
So you will have an hour and 20 minutes. Mitchell will have an hour and 10 minutes. That means you've got a 10-minute head start. Should be enough time, right? Off to your benches, read that recipe. You've got 1 hour and 20 minutes to reproduce that beautiful dish. Your time starts now.
Time starts, it's just a frenzy. Pots were clacking along and, chopping boards were off and it's all great.
There are 3 real danger points here with this dish. One is time management. If we don't manage all the different little elements we've got to do, then we're going to run out of time.
The way I tackle this is to get the small processes out of the way early, so you don't have a lot to do at the end. First thing I start on is the licorice. I chop up the olives, grind up the star anise. Once the almond meal and the sugar in the oven is done, that element is finished.
I've got a lot going on. I'm really trying to push on to get the risotto on.
The second danger point is that prawn reduction sauce. It's so easy to burn or overcook those prawn shells, and if you do, the entire sauce will be a disaster.
5 minutes down already and 5 minutes before Mitchell starts cooking. Make the most of your head start. Mitchell, anybody doing anything odd?
They look all right, but they all need to have their prawn shells on now, toasting and getting on.
So making the vinaigrette,
making that reduction, because that's going to take a while to come right down.
If they don't get it on now, what's going to happen?
Well, it's not going to have enough time to reduce, and it's going to look like water on the plate.
With my prawn reduction bubbling away, I now turn my attention to the prawns, which I've got to peel, clean and chop up to make that beautiful prawn sheet on the plate. It has to go on a sheet of baking paper, topped with another one, and then gently bashed out to a nice thin layer. Once I've done that, I have to bang it into the freezer to set, so that's going to be really easy to peel off when it comes to plating up.
Your 10 minutes head start is over. Mitch, you can start cooking.
It's time for Mitchell to start. I'm just getting my prawn head sauce on, so hopefully he doesn't catch up too quickly.
I just want to draw your attention. Mitch has caught up with you already. It's taken him about 4.5 minutes, and he's working like a legend. If I was you, I'd be worried.
He's already caught up to us. It doesn't surprise me.
Courtney and Claire, have you got your prawn shells on yet?
I'm feeling a bit kind of daunted at this point about the prospect of getting through the rest of this challenge.
The pressure point I'm most worried about is making sure that risotto is perfect. To make the risotto, first things first, I've got to use some olive oil, fry up some onions, fry up some garlic. When the onions are translucent, I then add 1 cup of the rice.
Into that goes the saffron liquor, just to absorb that colour and flavour of the saffron. And then we start the risotto process. That's a ladle full of stock, stirring the risotto constantly, making sure the outer layer of the rice is getting broken down, and as that stock gets absorbed, another layer of stock goes in.
What people do wrong is either undercook it so you get really crunchy risotto, or overcook the inner one so you get really gluggy risotto.
Guys, if your risotto's not on, you need to start hurrying up, yeah? Give yourself enough time to plate up.
Everything goes well up until the point when I add the saffron liquor. For some unknown reason, rather than using a teaspoon to put a little bit in to start, I just tip the bowl in and a whole load went in. And and it's now dark brown.
Jonathan, that is the... You know, they talk about saffron being, you know, the taste of sunshine, you know?
Yep.
It's like a big sunset. That is really dark. It's almost like it's orange. Do you want to go and have a look at Mitch's? Come on, let's go and have a look at Mitch's. Come on. Does it look like yours?
No. I've never made a risotto before. I don't really eat risotto either. There's 25 minutes to go. I don't have the time to start again. Hopefully, it just tastes great, just if not a little more saffron than meant to be.
Claire, you need to get that risotto cracking. 20 minutes left. You're not going to leave yourself much time to plate up.
I'm only just starting the risotto, which is going to take 20 to 30 minutes to cook. Awesome. This is just the best day of my life.
You have 10 minutes to go. This is all about immunity. This is about putting up the best dish out of 11.
To plate up, I cut out a beautiful square from the prawn sheet. It's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be.
You've got 5 minutes to go.
Plating up now. I'm feeling really good. Now I just need to pretty up the dish and hopefully I can win that pin.
I'm feeling so happy that I'm plating up a dish which is looking really good.
That's it, finished.
Mitch is finished and looking a little bored, might I say. You've got 1 minute to go.
I'm just scrambling. The presentation is woeful. The prawn plaques all over the place. Yeah, it's a train wreck.
That's it, we're down to the wire. Make them look beautiful. You have 10 seconds.
Sauce goes on, flowers go on, check for fingerprints, and I'm done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Your time's up. Well done, guys.
That is shocking.
The judges will be tasting all the dishes blind, so each of us will be given a plate number and the judges won't know whose dish is which, including Mitchell's. I'm plate number 1, which I guess is a good thing. It'll be the first dish that the judges see.
Interesting. Right from word go, and for me, it's crunchy rice.
But I have to say that the risotto does have a good flavour, even though the rice isn't cooked. It is that thing of experience, isn't it?
It's not a disaster. And really, in terms of the dreadful risottos we've had in this kitchen before, that one is 2 minutes away from being good.
Yeah.
The other ones have been 2 or 3 days away from being good.
I don't think the judges are going to give immunity to a dish that looks messy, and I think mine looks messy.
Not quite as deep and rich as plate 1, but yeah, not a bad job.
It's like prawn caramel.
No, not one of my favourites.
No.
Yeah, I'm happy with plate number 4. 4's good. Means death in Chinese, but it's good.
You know, quite a good dish. It's not bad.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm in the middle of the pack here. Plate number 5, fingers crossed.
It's as if we've been looking at the same dish through a fog for the last 4 plates. Now plate 5 has come up. I can see the dish the other 4 were trying to be.
This is to the tooth. This is al dente. I mean, you wouldn't complain if you got that.
What's nice about plate 5 is it set the benchmark for the next 6 dishes to come.
whoever has made that has good skills, whether it's one of our contestants. If it is, I'm really excited for them because it's a really good attempt at that dish.
The risotto's got good flavour, but for me, that prawn is impeccable.
It would probably be better if the judges didn't have to taste my dish. Doesn't matter for me whether I'm 1, 8, 11, who cares?
Wow.
Literally.
That is revolting looking.
You know, hopefully it tastes better than it looks.
Maybe looks could be deceiving.
George, it would be impossible for it to taste worse than it looks.
No. This here is a debacle.
I'm hoping that the judges are still hungry by the time they get to the 9th plate.
What I taste is a good handful of Parmesan. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You taste fresh Parmesan and butter, which is just delicious.
It's definitely, this risotto definitely has the best flavour for me.
That's certainly one of the best licorice powders. Wonderfully balanced in flavour, and that bisque is absolutely delicious.
My plate is number 11. It's going to be the last one in their minds. Strategically, this is beautiful.
It's an absolute beauty.
Looking at that plate, I think that's Mitchell Orr's. I mean, it's got just some finesse, elegance. If it's not, man, that's amazing.
That's good. That prawn is an absolute standout. That is...
It's just shimmering away,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's showing really good technique in the kitchen. Great skills.
Wow. Well, I reckon we've got 4 or 5 great contenders for the best dish we've seen today.
I think we know in our minds who the top 3 are, but more importantly, who's won.
Should we go and tell them?
Welcome back, judges. We just had a marathon tasting of 11 beautiful risottos. Of course, this is a celebrity chef challenge. And if Mitchell produces the best dish today, then no one wins immunity. But if it's one of you that has produced the best dish, then you will get that immunity badge. Each contestant put their food down in the order that they stand. So plate number 1 was Marion. Plate number 11 was Peter. Plate number 10 belonged to our celebrity chef, Mitch. So judges, time to reveal the top 3 dishes.
Plate number 11, Peter.
My heart almost jumps out of my throat. I cannot believe it. This is absolutely awesome.
Plate number 5, Courtney.
Back in the top 10, to hear my name called out on the first day, wow, how life can change in a couple of days.
Well, 2 of our returning contestants in our top 3. The final person in our top 3 is plate number 10, Mitchell. So, Mitchell, you were worried you weren't going to get called then?
Little bit, yeah.
Courtney, I thought your dish was beautiful. And to me, when I first looked at it, it looked like somebody who cooks with confidence. The plating just spelled confidence to me, the way that everything was arranged, great symmetry on the plate.
Courtney, Peter, you guys really deserve to be back in this competition. Peter, that was plated up impeccably. It looked beautiful.
And Mitchell, nicely rounded dish. Didn't quite have the neatness of the prawn presentation of Peter's, but that risotto is absolutely perfect.
I'm feeling great and starting to feel a bit nervous that I could actually do this.
Well, it was an incredibly close race. The winner was plate number 10, Mitchell.
Hearing my name called as the winner of the challenge is a little bit of a relief after hearing the positive things that the judges had to say about Peter and Courtney's dishes. Yeah, it's good to hear my name called.
You know, Mitchell, the secret of that dish is balancing some pretty intense flavours and showing the techniques that you showed on your plate. And that was the secret of why you won.
Mitchell Orr, thank you for coming into the MasterChef Kitchen and sharing a little bit of your Young Chef of the Year magic. I'm sure these guys have picked up a few tips.
Hopefully.
We thank you so much and I hope to see you back here soon.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Seeing Mitchell leave the kitchen, I look at him and think that this is a young bloke with the world ahead of him, and I can't wait to see what he does next.
I just want to say to you guys that walking around, there was a renewed energy today. I think that the 3 contestants that are now back in this competition have given the other 7 of you a reason to compete. It's been a massive day for you lot today. Tomorrow is going to be even bigger. When you get home, there's a little surprise waiting for you. So what are you waiting for? Get on home.
I don't like surprises.
I don't like surprises in this competition. It usually means something bad.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
This challenge is about both teams cooking the same dishes.
The amateurs prepare afternoon tea for 100 of the country's best cooks.
What could possibly go wrong?
It's a bake-off as 2 teams recreate the same 5 classic dishes.
Lamington versus Lamington, scone versus scone.
Can the contestants' skills match the experience of the Country Women's Association?
Those 100 ladies without their tea and cakes are going to be very angry.
2 members of the losing team will face elimination.
Now comes the moment of truth.
As quick as I'm back in this competition, I could be back out on my bum again.